while loop where basically what I have done in line number 3, I created an array. Any doubt with this particular array? Okay, it contains 3 elements inside it. You can add more. Next is I have created a variable, a counter variable, which is initialized with 0. Okay, starting point. And here then run the loop where counter is less than, LT is less than array one's length. Okay, so first of all, when I run only this much, see what happens. If I run only this length of the array, it says 3. Okay, how the indexing will go? 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so here I have given, now the length should be, this counter should be less than the value, the length of that entire array. Then what I'm doing over here, I'm just printing the data. With that printing, I'm just increasing the value by 1. Okay, just increasing the value by 1. So initially it will be 0. Okay, 0, sorry, 0 less than 3, true. It will basically print the data, print the element, increase the number by 1, and then sleep for 1 second. It is not mandatory. The sleep is just to add some dramatic effect. Otherwise, you'll not be able to see how the entire data is printing. Okay, so you can simply close it, that's not a problem. But if I just go with this one, it will always print all the elements which are available, and then it will reach to the level 3. 3 less than 3, false, it will come out. Okay, so when I simply run this entire, see, it was very quick. So because of that only I have added 1 second sleep timer, so that I can see the data is printing one by one, like this. That's it. Got it? A very simple program which will basically give you hands-on on how things are actually going. Now let's see how to debug the entire program. Okay. Now debugging is basically the approach where you find out the problem, if there is any problem available in the code, or specifically in PowerShell, when you apply the debugging mode, when you enable or you activate the debugging mode, it will basically tell you what is getting executed step by step. It will tell you, okay, we know logically that this will be verified, then this will be created, then it will clear the screen, then the while loop starts, it will check 0 less than 3, true, so it will run this entire, increasing the value by 1. Now 1 less than 3. So we know logically how it is going to work out, but let's see practically how it works. So for that, I'll remove this clear screen from here and put it over here. Now, first major component or first major mandatory thing that you have to do when you start debugging, save your file. If your file is not saved, you can't do debugging. Number 2, keep your cursor from the line you want debugging should start. My cursor is on line number 5. I don't want to go on line number 2. Reason, for CLS, for clearing the screen, it will take too much time. Means too many buttons I have to press, then only it will come out of that mode. Okay, so I'll start my array, or I'll start my code from this line number 4 over here. Clear? Now I want to see how basically the things work out. So for that, what I have to do, on top, can you see debugging mode is there? And then you have something called as toggle breakpoint. Okay, so select that, and now you can see a different color has been applied to the entire line. So what you have done, basically you have toggled the entire line, you have selected the entire line, that this is gonna be my starting point. Sorry, this is my starting point for debugging. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to run the entire script, you have to play it. Right now, can you see here what's the console? PS and the path, right? Now I run it. Can you see something different? line break, but can you see DBG is also added? That means you are in the debugging mode now. Clear? And it is not running the script. It's not running the script. See, I did not get the output only over here. Okay? Because I have to now proceed step by step. Hmm? Debugging mode is initialized. Okay? But now we have to debug. So I'll go to debug again. And can you see this time new options are enabled? So I'll go with step into F11. The shortcut is F11. Array has been created. Wherever this brown selection moves, that's gonna be the next step. Okay, it is showing where I'm gonna go next now. Okay, so from array, if I just type here $arr1, see, $array contains all the values inside it. That's what is created. If I go $C right now, can you see? It is 3. It has taken last value when I ran the when I ran the program earlier. Last value was 3 only, na? So it has taken the last value. That means $C line number 5 is not executed as of now. Now again I'll go debug step into. Now this condition is getting executed, meaning the old step is done. Now if I do $C again, I am expecting value should be 0. Can you see that? This is how we debug the program one by one. Now you can see line number 6, while condition is true, 0 less than 3. Do you agree? Okay, that means this is true. So now if I step into the next step, it should select line number 7. Okay, again debug, step into, there we go. Since the value is correct, value is less than 0, less than 3, it went inside the loop. Are we getting what is happening over here? Okay, so this will be executed. So it will print. Right now you can see there's no printing available over here, but it will print now. This is first data. Got it now? Again debug, step into. Again it went over here, you can see. Now if I go and check again $C, it is 1. Value increased by 1. Got it? And again I can simply go with F11. It waited for 1 second and it executed the remaining. Now again, since 1 is less than 3, again it went to the loop. Again print, again increase the value by 1, sleep for 1 second, again went to the loop. Now 2 less than B ho gaya na? Yes. 2 less than 3, print C, sleep for 1 second, and done. And then it came out of the loop. 3 less than 3, 3 less than 3 falls out of the loop. This is how, and you can see now it is out of the debugging mode now. So again, I can go back on debug and remove all breakpoints and back to normal. So our next loop is do while loop. Okay. So here also I have done the similar thing. I've created an array with 3 items in it and I initialized one counter variable. Okay. And I'm running the loop over here. So do while, what it does is basically no matter whatever is the condition, it will run the entire loop minimum 1 time. Okay, so it is gonna print the data, then it is gonna print the array element, then it is gonna increase the counter by 1. At least minimum once this will happen. After that it will verify what exactly is the condition. So here it got increased, 1 less than 3 true. Again it will run the second time. Again it increases over here, 2 less than 3, it runs like that. So 3 times it will run the entire data, and when I run the code I get something like this. Again, just to add some dramatic effect to see how things are actually going on. That's it. Okay, give a try. So now next loop is for loop, where basically again an array has been created. Okay, now this time again I initialize the value. So that's the same old pattern what you have already done in other languages, C, C++, Java, whatever it is. So here $I less than the length of the array, I plus plus increase the value by 1 and just print it. So when I run this entire code, this is how basically it works. Okay, so you have noticed one thing in all the three loops, that you have to give initialization and the termination statement as well, and increment also, right? This is actually a problem. Okay, here I have to define how many times the loop should go on. Okay, so these problems basically are rectified in the for each loop. So do this one and then we'll move on.